Hello, everyone. Oh, it's so nice to see so many of you here already. Oh, I'm so excited. Welcome to Closet Convos. I've even got a little bit of intro music here. Honestly, I've just been playing these tunes off Epidemic Sounds. I put in the word calm. Blooming love it. Some really nice tunes there, but it's kind of a little distracting, so I'll just turn it straight down. Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today. I thought it would just be really nice. Look, I've even got a little, oh, can you see it? Oh, there we go. I've got me Jo Malone candle, which I am absolutely obsessed with anything that smells like Jo Malone. Jo Malone perfume, Jo Malone candles. Oh, they smell insane. This one is the, what have we got here? Blackberry and Bay. Very nice. Actually, Jo got me these candles, and I've used quite a lot of it already. Jo got me those when I left Strictly Come Dancing because I was sad. So he got me candles, because candles are one thing that make me happy. We can start with that. Candles do make me happy. If I put some candles on and I'm feeling zen, they just make everything happy. Smells. I love a good smell. A good smell, that is, not a bad smell. I'm just going to go through and just read a couple of your comments just to kickstart it off. Love my outfit. First and foremost, let's discuss my outfit. I got sent this #gifted yesterday in the post, and it is from, oh my gosh, I've just totally forgot the name. I only told someone on my Instagram today. Joni's clothing, that's it. And it's a cute little dress. I'll show you. It's like kind of a bit like an oversized, oh gosh, my hand nearly got in the candle there. Could you imagine? What is going on? Oh, it's just my laptop feels very hot. Wait, hang on. Am I in bed? Yeah, I'm in bedroom Wi-Fi. Thank gosh. I was like, oh no, this is going to cut out. Yeah, Joni's clothing. It's such a cute dress. I saw it on her Instagram page, and I just like typed on the picture. I was like, I am obsessed with this. Next thing I know, it's in the post. So thank you to Joni's clothing. Go check them out. They've got, so she sent me a really cute top as well. I will do a picture in that soon because it's to do with my bicycle, which you all know I got a bike last year for my birthday, which I love. So, oh, I'm so happy that you're all here. Look, 1.6K of you. That is incredible, guys. It's very, like, it touches me that you want to be here and chat with me in my closet. I know I will jump from bit to bit here because that's just what I'm like. I have so many things going on in my head. Who likes this? It's all these like fake little flowers, and my mum bought me this vase. She sent me flowers, but she also got me a vase with it. So I just love the vase, and I don't always have fresh flowers, so I thought it'd be quite cute. It's like full of color, except they fall out a little bit. And I quite like that. Just adds a little bit of color to the place. It's cute, right? I love it. It reminds me of my mum. So I like that. Oh, someone's currently multitasking because they're on Joe's live stream as well. Yes, he's currently streaming on Twitch, I believe. He's downstairs. He's probably directly below me right now, streaming on Twitch. But I've written down some things here, guys, that a lot of you asked very similar questions. And a lot of it was based on like anxiety. And that is, it's such a strong topic. Like, first of all, I want to say, like, I'm no expert, guys. I'm not an expert on mental health or anything like that. But I do think it's really important to raise awareness for it because it's affecting so many people, isn't it? Like every second person you talk to knows someone or is suffering with it themselves. There's so many types of mental health as well. And I think the biggest thing is like just talking about it, being open and talking about your experiences. If someone else has suffered from it, things like that. But yeah, there's few people have said, how do you cope with anxiety during lockdown? Anxiety, I mean, I get it as well, 100%. It's just one of those things, isn't it? Like, these times are crazy and so like unpredictable at the moment, which I think is where a lot of anxiety comes from, because we just don't know. We don't know when we can go back to normal. We don't know what the future holds and things like that. So that's where a lot of the anxiety can come from. But the way I cope with it is like, I just think of like everybody is in the same situation right now. We're all going through the same thing when it comes to this COVID-19, and we all have to obey by most of us the same rules, or all of us the same rules. And I just try and run my day like I would normally run my day, other than going, to work and stuff like that. I try and keep like little goals, but that's the thing, you need to, because this is where my anxiety can come in. I can sometimes do too many goals. It's like that fine balance. And Joe's really good at it. Joe knows exactly how to balance his life. He's like got work, and then he's got playtime, and then he's got like chill time. He's got like everything so well balanced. And I think that is so important for anxiety, like balancing out your life. Because if you do too much work, then obviously you're like always like, what's next? What am I going to do? Like, and there's no rest time, which sometimes I can be completely guilty of that. I can be like, wake up in the morning and it's like, go, go, go. And I'm like looking at the clock. I'm like, go get this done, that done. And I have too many things on my list to do. And that's where my anxiety can kick in, because I'm like, like, I've got to get this done and that done. But in reality, you don't really need to get it all done like on that specific day. Like, make yourself goals, but make them realistic. And also have time where you are just sitting in the garden and looking at the sky, even looking around, like listening to the birds. Someone told me, like, just walk outside and just look and see what you can see, like, and just be like, wow, I don't have my phone with me. I am literally just looking and smelling what I can smell and hearing what I can hear. And it's just taking it, I guess, back to the basics. So that's what I have been trying to do, making myself goals, but making them very realistic, and trying to balance myself more with like work, rest, and play. It's very important to make sure you're quite balanced. But like I say, I'm no expert on it, and that's just how I cope with it, by trying to have the balance. But I'm totally guilty. Like I said, if I do too much in one day, I can get anxious that all my things I've written down, which could be like 30 things, I haven't ticked off the list. And that's like, I don't need to write that many things down on my list. I can cut that back, and then I'm feeling fine. So I'm like, oh, I got through it all. Now I got time. I could sit and watch my favorite program, stuff like that. So balance people. Also, like, if you do suffer anxiety, I just know like a few little like techniques that are good. Like, obviously breathing is a big part of it. Like, sit and count to 10 and just be like, try and be as calm as you can, because obviously breathing harder and heavier and can make your anxiety like increase loads. Sleep is a big one. Getting a good night's rest. At the moment, it's so easy to like go to bed really late and then wake up really late. And then your day starts sometimes at like 2 o'clock or whatever, which is, I used to do this on when I worked on cruise ships, and it wasn't good for me, because when I worked on a cruise ship, it was always so dark in the cabins. And I found myself like going to sleep like maybe 2, 3 a.m. just because I couldn't sleep. It was a knock-on effect. So I'll do a show at night. Then after a show, I find it hard to wind down. So when my body finally started to get tired, it was like 2 or 3 o'clock. And then I would sleep all day and through, like, I wouldn't even know, because like there's no window, there's no nothing. 2 o'clock I would wake up. And that's like unheard of for me. Like, you guys, if you know me, you know I love to wake up at like 6 a.m. I like to set my alarm, only because like I love the mornings. So that really affected me when I was on the ships. And I did like 6 months of ship life in a row. So that was really hard. So I did suffer quite a lot of anxiety during that time because of my sleeping patterns. I found that that's why that was happening, because I wouldn't get enough sunlight. I wouldn't get my morning time. I was going to bed too late. Like loads of knock-on effects caused me to get like quite anxious all the time on the ship. I was like, I've got to get off the ship. I've got to like, do you know what I mean? So that was another thing that triggered my anxiety. Right, I'm talking a lot, guys. I'm going to just go through and see what you guys are saying. Chloe didn't wake up till 4 today. Oh my goodness, Chloe. Wow. How did you feel after that? Did you like, did you feel good, or did you feel like you wasted your day? Like, tell me, how did you feel? Because like I say, everyone's different. And if that's what you like to do, then go for it. Love dies waffle. Yeah, I can waffle. Sorry guys, I'm just having a little read. There's so many comments on here. Mel is an early riser like me. It's just something about the morning. It's the smell of the morning as well. Just love it. I just love it. I'm like my dad in that sense. Me and my dad, exactly the same. When I go home to Australia, yeah, he said Jess is a morning person and can't stay awake past 11. Yeah, I feel the same. When it's like 11 o'clock is definitely past my bedtime. But yeah, when I go back home to Australia, me and my dad, we'll have a coffee outside in the morning every day. I miss that, guys. Oh, speaking of like, I do miss seeing family and friends, as does everyone at the moment. That's one of the first things, once this is all over, that I just wish to do is hop on a plane and go and see the family. I really miss them. They were meant to come over for the Joe and Diane show. And I was like, honestly, so excited for it. But unfortunately, we've had to postpone, but that will be fine. They will come over next year. Oh, Edo, that was just what I was talking about. How do I manage not seeing family, as so many of us are unable to see our grandparents at the minute? As for you, it must be harder since you don't know when you'll see each other again. Yeah, it is hard. And I know a lot of you guys probably can't wait to go see your grandparents, your aunties, uncles, cousins. Like, it's really difficult. I moved away from home when I was, how old was I? I was 18 or 19. I think I was 18. I moved from like my parents' house and I moved to the city. So I lived 2 hours away from the city. Well, my family, my mum and dad and my brothers and that lived 2 hours away from the city. So I moved to the city at 18. I hated it, guys. I missed my family so much. And I moved up there for dancing to like pursue more dancing. There was more opportunity up there. Every day I'd call my mum like, I'm coming home. Hate this. I don't like, because like where I come from is like this tiny little town. So I could drive everywhere. There was like no cars on the road. It was brilliant. And then I moved to the city and there was like 3 lanes. Like you could drive, like there was like 3 lanes. Like where I come from, there's 1 lane one way and 1 lane the other way. Freaked out. Absolutely freaked out. I was like, I can't do this, Mum. Like I can't live in the city. There are so many people everywhere. Like, I don't know how to catch trains. I don't know how to do this. Don't know how to do that. And she was like, you'll be fine. Like, my mom's like a very like strong woman. She's like, just, you know, see it out. You'll be absolutely fine. And then after about a month or 2, I fell in love with city life. And then my next adventure, so I was there for like 2 years. And then my next adventure, I was working in America. So I literally went from like this little country girl to then working in America. Like, what? Like, that is insane. And then from working in America, I went on to do an American tour and then a world tour, 2 world tours. So I traveled everywhere, which is probably one of the best things I've ever done in my life, because travel, you learn so much. Like, I can honestly say I'm not the most academic, I think is the word, academic person in the world, but I have loads of like real life experiences, and that I feel has come from my travel. I knew at a really young age that I wanted to do hairdressing, so therefore I left school early and did my apprenticeship. I don't think you can do that now. Back when I left school, it was like legal to leave if you had an apprenticeship. So it's kind of technically classed as still learning and stuff like that. Don't think you can do it now, so don't try it if you're young and you want to leave school. But where was I at? I don't even know where I was at. I'm talking so much. I talked about school. I talked about going to America, going on world tours, and now look at me. I'm living in London. Me and Joe went for a walk today, and we talk a lot during our walks. We literally went for an hour walk. We did a big old loop, and it was lovely. And we just talk and talk, but we talk about like so much stuff. And I was just saying to him today, literally, I was like, I often just look around. I'm like, it's so bizarre that I'm living in London and I'm doing this job that like I still every day think I'm so extremely, extremely lucky to be doing what I'm doing. Because looking back when I was younger, I was like afraid of everything. Like my year 4 camp, I was the only girl in like, there was, I think like 60 year 4s. And I was the only one who was like, I can't go on year 4 camp. Like, there's no way. Like, I can't leave my parents for a week. I didn't even think it was a week. I think it was like 4 days. I was the only one that didn't go because I was so nervous and so scared to leave my parents. I always wanted to be by their side. Like sleepovers, if I went to like a girls' party, I often would be like, I can't sleep over, Mum. Like I can go to the party, but like I can't because I would panic that I'm not with my mum. So to now think that I'm like the opposite side of the world to my family is bizarre. But it's made me grow so much as a person. Oh yeah, I see a lot of people get homesick with the old sleepovers. Yeah, that was me. When did I move to the UK? I moved to the UK. This is now so I've done how many years on Strictly? 3 years on Strictly. So this will be coming into my 4th year. Oh my word. That's insane. Time, guys, is flying so fast. Which at the moment, like, is kind of a good thing because we just want this whole situation to be over so we can all get back to our normal lives, don't we? But when you think of it like that, madness. Who is my dance inspirations? This is from Carrie's Miller. Who got me into dancing? Why did you want to become a professional dancer? So I am inspired by everyone that I work with. So when I go, especially like when I go to Strictly and I see all those other pros, they're so, so talented. But everyone, like I always see like everyone I think is special for their own like specific reason. And yeah, so I'm inspired by everyone that I'm around. Every single person I work with inspires me because I just think everyone has a different little something to bring to the table. And that's inspiring in itself. Who got me into dancing? My brother, Andrew. He's a dancer and has always been a dancer. He got a lot of slack for it at school, being from a country, like a little country town. He suffered a lot of bullying from being a dancer. But the love that he has for dance, I think, like he threw that into me because he just kept going. He's like, I don't care what people say. I don't. It didn't bother him. Like, well, he says it didn't bother him. I don't really know 100% if it did. He says it didn't bother him, but he kept doing it, and he still does it to this day. He's a professional dance teacher. back home in Perth, Australia, and yeah, he's done it his whole life. But I used to go watch him in my little pram with my mum. If anyone came to the Joe and Diane show, oh my God, that's in my brain. So the Here Come the Girl show, you'll hear this story. And I used to watch, and then I kind of fell in love with it. And ever since, like, dance has been my life. I've never been like the winner of like the competitions and stuff. I was never like first place. I was always the one that people say, you've got such a great personality, Diane. Like your aura on stage or on the dance floor in the competition floor is great, but you know, you really need to work on your technique or your blah blah blah, this, that, and the other. The thing with me is I don't have like the perfect dancers, like feet and stuff like that, which gave me a lot of insecurities growing up, especially if I wanted to be that top dancer. And you know that like there's something sort of in your way that you can't change. So I had to really, really work hard on my dancing to make it to where I am now. And I got loads of knockbacks. You know, I think that's life though. You get, before you like knockback after knockback after knockback, but that kind of makes you grow as a person. Well, it did for me anyway. It made me like really want something more, like, no, this is what I'm going to get and this is what I want to do. The funny thing is, guys, from quite a young age, I watched Dancing with the Stars in Australia, and because it's been on in Australia for a while, and I remember in my head just going, oh, I'm going to be doing that one day. Just like, I was like not old, like I was quite young, and it just in my head, like in my own head, I was like, I'll do that. I'll be on TV and I'll be teaching celebrities how to dance. 100%. I just knew it. I was like, I just knew in my head that's where my career was going to go, and I always had that at the back of my head. So I did actually become a dancer on Dancing with the Stars Australia, but then to get Strictly, like, guys, crazy. I'm going to read some more because I can talk for days. Oh, Millie Swift, that's me. I'm quite tall, but do gymnastics, but it's never stopped me loving it, no matter how hard it now is. Oh, go on, Millie. That's the thing. You love it so much, you just keep on going, keep on going. Oh, that's really nice, Charlotte. I love watching you dance. You can tell in your smile you love it. It's true. I do. I think I love music too. That's another thing that helps with, like, if I'm feeling like anxious or anything like that, music for me. Like I dance because of the music. Like, yeah, you can dance, you know, like I could dance now with no music, but the minute a song comes on, it's like it just does something. Like I'm so guilty. I was watching High School Musical the other day, and Joe had just popped out to get the parcels, and the song came on. I can't remember which one it was. I can't remember which one it was, but I loved it. And I like stood up off the couch and I pretended I was in that musical. Like I went for it, guys. And I thought, like, if Joe walks in right now, like it like something came over me. I was like, this song is amazing. I've got to get up. I've got to dance to it. And I like literally my life was like a bit of a musical for that split second. I love music. Sorry, the chat is going quite fast. I'm just going to scroll down a little bit. I kind of answered some of those. A lot of you are saying just go and prank Joe. No, I'm not going to go prank Joe, not tonight. Because like every second comment is go and prank Joe. Ain Lena, this is a very, very important question, guys. Crunchy or smooth peanut butter? Crunchy, of course. 100% crunchy. I'm obsessed. I actually had a spoonful of it just before. And I always get it stuck in my teeth. Just like, what's my teeth? I have it like, because it's so like thick. It's like always gets stuck in my teeth. If I wasn't a dancer, what would it be? It'd be like to do with hair, fashion, beauty. But obviously I'm a hairdresser by trade. So I'd probably still be, I think I'd still be cutting hair. So I was cutting hair before I got Burn the Floor, which was like my first professional job as a dancer. And I was cutting hair every day. I would go to work in the morning. My day was like my feet by the end of the day, guys. Tell you what, it's probably how I have so much energy now. A lot of you always ask me, like, where do I get my energy from? How do I have so much energy? Trust me as well. There are days where I do not have energy. So I don't want you to get this unrealistic thing that I'm like, I wake up out of bed like that and I'm just like this all day. I'm absolutely not. No one is like Miss Positive. Like, yeah, there are times when I can actually be so negative about things that it's like, come on, Diane, like smarten up your ideas, because it's like, it's normal. We all are going to have, no one's going to be perfect and happy all the time. You guys see me when you see me. You see me on here, and like obviously right now I'm happy and fine. You see me when I'm doing a video which I've edited myself. So there's like, that's the bits that I want to show you guys. Do you know what I mean? You don't see the bits where I can be a bit negative, or I can be a bit low in energy. Like yesterday I was quite low in energy. And that's just normal. We're always going to be like kind of roller coasters. No one's ever flying up in the sky 24/7. Well, if you are, let me know, because that is incredible. But yeah, don't like, it's that saying of like, it's okay to not be okay. You're allowed to. Like the other day I was like looking up at because I got my picture. I sat in this little archive. I said archive to Joe today. Is that a word? Archive. I think of an archive as like a little like den. Don't know if that's a word. But I was sat in here most of my day, like, because it, like, this little room has the, like, I don't know, I love it. I just, now that I've done it up, and I've got a view of outside. I can see outside still, but I've got like all my favorite little bits and pieces, and I've covered it with photos. Like my family are right above me right now. And like I was just looking at that, and I kind of got a bit sad. I was like, oh gosh, I would do anything right now to just go and see them. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, trust me, people, like, I'm not always happy and bubbly and have so much energy. Most of the time I'm pretty happy, and most of the time I can find energy from somewhere, but not all the time. I've got some written down here as well. I'm sweating as well, by the way. I have patches. It's quite warm up here though. That was one of them. How do I stay bubbly and positive? I loved this one, guys. We must touch on this. How not to care what other people think. This is like dealing with negative comments. You know what? I'm never going to understand this one. I never get how someone can write a negative comment about someone else that they don't know at all. And even if they do know them, I just don't understand it. I think it is such an awful, awful thing to do. And you should never, ever wish bad upon anybody. Like, I just don't get it. As far as negative comments and things like that, I'm like, you know, I'm older now, guys. Yes, I'm in my 30s. And back in the day, I would be in, like, if someone wrote what I've seen about, you know, I have seen some stuff online about myself, for example, only yesterday, only the day before that. I see it all the time. But the thing that I can do now is, like, it actually doesn't affect me. A negative comment like that will not affect me now, because I've grown to, like, I know who I am. I know exactly, like, in my own head, I know that what they're saying is, like, rubbish. It's not true. There's no truth behind it. It's just people saying nasty things for the sake of saying nasty things. But it's really bad when that can affect someone. So say if I wasn't in control of that, that's just awful. And the same goes for you guys. Like, there might be some of you that do read the negative stuff. Like, I'm more of I read the positive, and that makes me so, like, happy, because I see the positive things outweigh the negative comments, like, a lot more. It's only, like, very often that I'll come across something negative, and, like I say, I just swoop on by it. But I'll take the time to read all the positive, happy things that you guys write, which there's so many, and thank you, because I find it very touching when I see, like, messages of that I've helped you guys with isolation. I've got you guys moving and stuff like that. Like, I love seeing all those comments, so thank you for that. But I think you just need to know that when people are writing those things, they don't know you. They don't know what you've been going through. They don't know, your life story. So you know deep down that what they're saying is not true. You just have to be you got to love yourself, basically. Love yourself, and then no one else can hurt you. I don't know if that makes sense, but in my head it does. You need to know what your worth is and not let those people get you down, because there's going to be people that do that, and I will never understand those people. And just always remember, if you're going to write something negative about someone, don't do it. There's no point in doing that. That could ruin somebody's life. If someone doesn't cope with stuff like that well, can actually, like, really affect someone. So you'd never ever see me do it, and I just think it's an awful thing to see negative comments, trolling, just bad. So guys, just be strong with that kind of thing. If you do see something written about yourself, really try and find 10 other things after that someone has written that is a positive thing about you, because then you'll forget about that negative thought. You'll forget about that negative comment straight away. That was a really good one. I like that one, because there's too much of it, and I hate it. I hate that I see it. What else we got? I've kind of touched on, like, so many things, guys. Just gonna have another little read. I don't even know what the time is. Oh, okay. It's been half an hour. I can chat, can't I, guys? It's like a solid half an hour of talking from me. I just saw one. Are you too old to start dancing? You're 12. No. Start. I feel like I'm always comparing myself. It's really annoying, because sometimes I wake up happy with myself, then others I feel terrible. I get you. Sometimes you wake up happy, then other days you feel terrible. Yeah, you can't compare yourself to other people. We're all so different. Like, imagine if there was, like, 2 of me. Like, that'd be boring, wouldn't it? There's one of every one of us. And, it is hard to not compare yourself. I'm guilty of doing it. Back in the day, I would compare myself to other dancers. I'd be like, oh, why can't I dance like her? Why can't my feet point as much as her feet can point? Why, does my leg not do what her leg does? Why can't I be as flexible as that person? But then, like, those people that I used to compare myself to, like, it doesn't mean that they're any better. Doesn't mean that they're more successful. Doesn't mean anything. It just means that I've compared myself to someone else, when really I should have been focusing on what I'm good at And the minute I did that, the minute I focused on the things that I'm really good at and the things that I love the most about myself and I think are positive traits, my career just jumped up and up and up. So rather than trying to be someone else and like my head just like it took the real me away by trying to be someone else. But when I was the real me, I was leaps and bounds. So just try and be yourself, guys. Like, you're all very special. I want you all to think of one thing that makes you you. And trust me, there'll be way more than one thing, but pick one thing. I'm going to do maybe 2 more questions. And then I think we've touched on a lot, but we should make this more of a regular thing. Closet Convos. I love the name. It's got a good catch to it, doesn't it? Closet Convos. Oh, I do need to show you something in my closet, actually. We could do a bit more of a, like, you know, what is my favorite perfume? What is my favorite? Maybe I'll show you some of my stuff that I have here. Oh, there's just so many thank yous. Thank you guys for joining. Like, I'm so overwhelmed that there's nearly 2,000 of you on here right now. Love yous. It's really heartwarming that you actually want to sit and listen to me. I've been seeing this one pop up a lot. Olivia, what is my favorite dance I did with Joe? So many of them. I think the most special was Blackpool. That was the most special one, because like seeing little Joe cry broke my heart, and it was a great dance, and he got 3 10s, and it was in Blackpool. So I think that will always be like a very special dance for us. Can I show you my jewelry collection? I can. There's nothing special in there, like as in, well, no, there is lots of things special in there, but like nothing like fancy. I've got loads of different, the thing is I can't bring that over or they'll all fall out. Got loads of different earrings. I love earrings. I've got lots of, do you know what I have? I'm sure a lot of you, I have so many of these. Ooh. I have so many of these gorgeous little bracelets that you guys actually gave me. So this is one of them. It says, laughter is the greatest gift. I used to get a lot of these on Here Come the Girls. Kept them all, guys. Kept them all. This one says, DB, here. This one actually says, DB, Here Come the Girls, 2019. These are so cute. I love these. I've got lots of them, lots of little ones like that. If I bring it over, it's a very, very sensitive little stand, I must say. What was the other one I have? What else can I show you? There's some I've got downstairs. Well, I haven't actually moved them all up here yet. I love this one. Cartier got me this one. Cartier Jones from Strictly. So actually, this like sums up today pretty well. It's got Diane on this little thing here, and then on the one side it says Strictly Come Dancing 2018 final, which is cool. And then on this side, there's a swear word, so I'm not going to show you the swear word, but something the haters. Because Cartier is also very much like that. Like, you know what? Like, haters are going to hate, but don't you worry. You just keep on going. So I love that. I just saw one. Do I want children? Of course. I can't wait to have kids. Not right now. Definitely not right now. Maybe not in the next few years at all, but I do. I definitely want kids. I would love to have kids. I would just love that. I would really love that. I'm touching up my roots with my blonde hair dye. Do you have tips? Oh, well, I mean, I did show you how to do, I did do a video of showing you how to like section the hair so you get every little part. Go and watch that on how to apply it. But it's hard to say like how to help you when I don't know exactly what color you're using. I'd need to physically see the color to be able to help that. Oh, thanks. You've been amazing, Mom. Thank you. What's the most important thing I'd love to teach to young boys or girls? I just think, number one, be kind. Be kind, guys. Like so much bullying. Like I touched on it before, but being kind it'll make you feel happier too. The more kind you are to people, to your surroundings, to yourself, be kind in all aspects, to yourself and to other people. And then I feel like that's just those two words, be kind, and that is success right there. Be kind, guys. When's my next dance live stream? Not sure yet. It'll either be tomorrow or Tuesday. I will let you guys know though. I really want to do a little tap routine, but that's harder than I wanted to do it last week, and I looked up a few like songs and tracks, and I looked up a few bits that I could do. So I did used to do tap, but that's harder than it's harder to do that one as a live. So it might either be tomorrow or the next day. I'll let you guys know though when the next dance live is. But we'll definitely do some sort of fitness live as well this week for sure. The world needs to know if I have ever watched Dance Mums. Back in the day, I watched it. I haven't watched it recently. Should I watch it? Is that something I should watch? I've been watching. I like Schitt's Creek. That's quite funny. And I've also been watching, I think it's called My Girl or That Girl. I think it's That Girl. Joe got me onto it. It's quite good as well. Where do I get my choreography inspiration from? I like to look at like loads of, I've been doing all the dances in eras and stuff. I've always loved watching like old school videos from like the 1900s, 1920s, 40s, 50s, 60s, all that. I love watching clips of that. So I get quite a lot of inspiration from that. But also I get inspired by the music. The music sort of helps me choreograph, definitely. I said like about an hour ago that this was going to be my last two questions. Right, guys, I'm just going to show you my shoe racks because in my wardrobe video, they weren't up. Can you see them? Can you see them right there? They hadn't come because they didn't arrive on time for the video, but now they're here, so I'm going to show you them. Now Joe reckons I need to just have one and get rid of this one and just keep that one and then put like more shoes down here. But what are you guys saying? What do you think? Do you think it looks too much in here with the two racks? Like it could possibly. The more I look, the more I'm like, I think Joe could be right. Let me know your thoughts on that. Oh, can I also just show you a few things I got yesterday in the mail, which I love. What is it? Like I need more shoes. I really don't need more shoes, guys. But these were also hashtag gifted to me, which I'm very lucky to be able to get gifted things, firstly. But aren't these cute? They are adorable, aren't they? I really, really like them. They're kind of like my pink ones a little bit, like same sort of shape, but cute, right? Really, really cute. I obviously got this little dress as well. And how cool is this? It's a bit, it's a little bit hot for this at the moment, but this is really cute as well. Gifted. Hashtag gifted. Look at me doing like a little fashion parade now. It's called Closet Convos, so I've got to do a fashion parade. I feel like a little like, I feel like a, oh, I thought my thing was burning then. It's cute though, isn't it? I like it. I enjoy this. Little puffer jacket in a camel colour. Anyway, that's that. And that's it really. Oh, the other top I got, I'll show you when I'll do a picture of it and show you. It's cute. Right, guys. Where's my dress from? I said it before. God, I have so many things in my head now. Help me out, guys. I said it before. Joni's clothing. Look them up on Instagram. I'll find it. Joi. Let's have a look. Jo. I also filmed a video today, guys. So that should be up soon. It's a very fun one. I've really liked this one. I hope you guys like it. I've got to edit it all together, but I enjoyed doing it. Yeah, Joanie clothing. Joni clothing. This one here, if you can see that. And the dress that I'm wearing is this one here. It's very cute. I love it. Rainbow NHS dress. Right, guys, it's now 5:47, so I think we'll leave it there for today. But I really hope that it helped some of you. Like I say, it's the last day of Mental Health Week, so I just wanted to come on here and have a chat and basically just give some of my experiences. Like I say, I'm not professional, so my advice is literally just from my own experiences. That's it. But everyone is different, so don't take my word exactly for it. But it's just nice to get you all together, have a little chat, answer some stuff. It was, I do see a lot of you like asking about anxiety and stuff. So it will be over soon, hopefully, all this stuff. So be nice to yourself. Be very nice to yourself, and try and stay as calm as possible. And think of something you want to achieve in this lockdown. I'm sure there's plenty of things that you've said in your time. Oh, I'd love to do that. I'd love to learn that. I'd love to learn how to do this. I'd love to learn how to braid hair. I'd love to learn how to, like, anything. Could be anything. I don't know where braid hair came from, but could be absolutely anything. So give that a go. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for your lovely comments. And thank you all for joining. I just said that twice. Thank you all for joining, and thank you all for joining, and thank you all for joining. No, it's been fun. I've enjoyed it. Like this video if you want to see me do more closet combos, because I can see something happening here with the old closet combos. This could be a weekly occurrence. Just saying. Right. See you all later. Have fun. Have a wonderful afternoon or evening. Have a nice dinner. run a bath if you've got a bath. Yeah, look after yourselves. Catch us all later, guys. Bye.